What if I told you the person you argued with yesterday wasn't even human? Sounds stupid, right? That's exactly what I'd have said a few years ago. Back then, AI was terrible. It couldn't write, it couldn't talk, and it definitely couldn't fool anyone. But today, AI writes articles, makes videos, runs social media accounts, replies to comments, and even has conversations that feel completely human. Which raises a pretty uncomfortable question. If AI is creating more and more of what we see online, how do you know the internet is still made by people? Let me give you an example. Open your Instagram or TikTok. Cute cat videos, dog rescues, heartwarming animal clips. What if I told you a huge chunk of them were AI generated? You wouldn't believe me, right? Exactly. That's the whole point. A few years ago, AI content was so bad everyone could spot it instantly. Today it's getting so good that you don't even stop to question it. And that's exactly where the dead internet theory begins. It's the idea that the internet is slowly becoming a place where bots, AI, and algorithms create more of what we see than actual people do. Think about every new social media app that launches. On day one, it already has hundreds of posts, cute cats, dogs, travel photos, food pictures. You open the app and it feels alive. But who's posting all of that? Real users haven't even joined yet. More and more platforms are starting to fill that empty space with AI-generated content just so the app doesn't look dead. Because nobody wants to join an empty social network. That's the scary part. AI isn't just replacing creators anymore. It's replacing the feeling that real people were ever there in the first place. Think about it. If what you see shapes what you think, then whoever controls what you see has influence over what you think. That could be the game you hate, the phone you buy, the movie you refuse to watch, the creator you support, even the politician you end up voting for. You might think every opinion is completely your own. But how many of those opinions existed before your algorithm started feeding them to you? Think about it. How many of you hate an entire race of people you've never even met, never had a conversation with, never even seen in your own country, yet somehow you already have an opinion about them? Where did that come from? Was it really your own opinion? Or was it built one post, one video, one comment at a time? If something can make you hate an entire group of people you've never even met, just imagine how much power it has over the way you think. Now imagine that instead of millions of real people shaping those opinions, it's millions of AI-generated posts, bots, and algorithms doing it for them. Maybe the dead internet theory is completely wrong. Maybe the internet isn't dead. Maybe most of the people you're talking to are still real. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be 100% true to be dangerous. If AI can influence what you buy, what you watch, what games you hate, what people you support, even what ideas you believe, then the internet doesn't need to be dead. It just needs to stop being human enough that you can't tell the difference anymore. Maybe the dead internet theory was never about whether the internet is dead. Maybe it was about something much scarier. The day we stop knowing whether our thoughts were actually ours. By the way, if you enjoyed this is actually the first video on this channel. I'm planning to upload videos like this twice a week, covering psychology, AI, technology, and all the weird things happening in our world. So if that's your thing, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.